Hello, this is Manesh Patel from ichimokutrade.com. Today is September 3, 2012. This is our weekly Ichimoku analysis for the currency Forex market, where we're going to cover all the currencies out there. Okay, normal disclaimer, this is for education use only. If you decide to buy or sell any particular instrument, you're doing that at your own risk. Today's presentation, we're going to be showing TD Ameritrade Thinkorswim charts. Here are my contact details here at info@eiicapital.com. You could also access our website, ichimokutrade.com, for a few videos, blogs, some trade setups, trades of the week, workshops, anything pretty much is all available on ichimokutrade.com, or you could contact us here at any of our phone numbers here at our global locations. Okay, so first we're going to start going to a heat map. And we're first going to go through a heat map. If this is the first time visiting our video, we have a heat map here, which is the color code system for all the Ichimoku strategies. And over here, I'm just going to do this a little right there. Way it basically works is for this video we're only going to look at trend trading, so we're only going to look at dailies and weeklies. Red basically means it's bearish, you're betting on it going down. Green means it's bullish, you're betting on it going up. And what we're looking for is a multiple time frame signal where the daily is in a 2 or 4 number, where the letters are also in a black letter instead of here this blue letter, which basically means it's overextended. And then also on the higher time frame, which is the weekly, in this case you're looking for a 2, 4, or 5. And if you look here, this is nothing. These are 3 3s, the same color, but they're unfortunately that's not a 2 or 4. That's a 4, but that's red and that's green, so there's conflict going on there. There's conflict here, conflict here. Here's an opportunity here. If you ever get a 5, and then pretty much that means the trend's already started, you could still look at it to see if there's a consolidation pattern, but most of the times when you're looking at a 5, it's already started already, and it's too late. There's conflict here, conflict here, conflict here. There's an opportunity here. New Zealand yen, we'll definitely go look at that one. That looks like an opportunity here, and you can see from the smaller time frames it's kind of go bullish, but the higher time frames are all bearish, so that's one to look at. Singapore yen is another one. The US CAD's already moved, and US yen. So a lot of the yen pairs looks like there's opportunities there where the yen is getting stronger now, and it's mainly on the US yen, Singapore yen, and New Zealand yen. So those are the main ones. If you look at the CAD yen, you really don't see that here because there's conflict. So we'll definitely look at those yen pairs in just a moment. So let's go ahead and go to our charting platform. Here's Thinkorswim. Remember, left hand side is the daily time frame. Right hand side is the weekly time frame. So we're going to start, and we're going to go through Forex. We're going to start going through some of these major pairs. If you look here, let me clear up my screens a little. You can see the sentiment now has changed on the daily time frame where it's bearish, and also the weekly is bearish. Now it doesn't mean there's a trend starting to go, and there's starting the trend here on the daily, but yet to trend on the weekly time frame at all right now. In fact, it is getting very, very close to a major support, which is at par, which is a 1.0000. So be careful there. But this is going to be limited profits right now, this trend going down. So be careful and look for a pullback. Once the thing goes for a pullback, then I think there's an opportunity for it to go down. The pullback levels we're kind of looking for are probably right around 262 is the first one, and ideally 344 is the next level for the resistance levels for the pullback. Australian Swissy, here you could see that basically it was bullish trending here for a long time. Now it's engaging in a major pullback right now. It's at a major support level right now, which is at 97.70. Resistance on this one is going to be 1.0051. So you're waiting to see exactly what's going to happen here at this support. Sorry, it's at a major support level right now. The resistance levels are going to be 1.0051. Which is basically going to be the major resistance level. So it's do or die right now for the Australian Switsy. But I have a feeling this thing may sit there and hold here. May go down a little, but overall I think it's going to hold here. It probably is going to sit there and pull back to par, go out to 1.0051, and then it'll be interesting to see exactly what happens with this currency pair. Australian yen. Really, the daily time frame is consolidating since it's in the cloud, and there's nothing really going on a weekly at all either. Sentiment's now just changed bearish, but that really doesn't mean anything yet. Nothing's been confirmed. Australia, New Zealand. Really nothing going on here. This looks like it's trying to set up for a bearish trend here, but really consolidating here in the weekly time frame, so there's nothing going on right now. 27.96 is its major support. 29.22 is its major resistance value moving forward. Let's look at Australian Singapore. I like this one. Australian Singapore, really nothing going on as far as daily and weekly is concerned here at all. It is at a major support level right now, 27.50. Major resistance level on this one's going to be around 28.76. Is going to be this next resistance level moving forward on that one. US Australian, really nothing going on here too. You notice a lot of Australian pairs, a lot of these are now coming into the daily cloud. So this major trend up here. Now they're finally engaging in a major pullback right now. It's at a major support right now, where it can hold here at 240. But if it breaks that, it's going to get to about 109, where it's going to be its next major support going forward. Resistance levels you're looking at are basically right around 355 to 387 is the resistance levels for this guy. CAD Switzy, nothing really going on. The weekly still bullish trending here, engaging in a medium pullback right now. As far as the daily is concerned, really nothing going on right now. It's going for a major pullback, so it's going to be interesting to see what happens on this one. Support level is going to be 94.63, and resistance on this one is going to be 97.50 moving forward. CAD Yen, I know a lot of people looking at this one. A lot of people are going bullish on this one. However, it's not ready at all right now, believe it or not. If you look at this, the daily had a chance to keep on going. It's starting to weaken now because of this consolidation pattern here. As far as the weekly is concerned, it's in the cloud, so this means there's nothing going on right now. If you look at this, basically resistance level is going to be 81, and support level is going to be basically 78.49 moving forward. But there's really nothing going on as far as that one's concerned. You can look at some day trades, but long-term trades, there's nothing really there. Switzy pairs, let's look at Switzy Yen. Switzy Yen here, sentiment on the daily time frame is broken bullish. Really doesn't mean anything right now, because if you look here, this is still overall trend is bearish. It's going for a major medium pullback right now. Resistance level is going to, on this one, is going to be 85.38, and support level is going to be 80.79 moving forward on this. Let's keep on moving down. We don't want to look at those. Let's go look at Euro currencies, especially with everything going on in Europe. Euro Australian here, basically it's in the clouds, so nothing going on right now. Weekly's telling us basically major resistance level is going to be right. It's actually at a major resistance level right now, which is right around 23.47 is going to be its resistance level. Support level is going to be 19.56. So it's kind of do or die right now for the Euro Australian moving forward, but it's interesting. It's at a major weekly resistance level right now. As far as Euro CAD, it's still not bullish here. If you could see here, the sentiment hasn't even changed. It hasn't even gone in the cloud, so the sentiment's still bearish. It's trying to set up to go up, but if you look here on the weekly's still very strong too. So this is still very strong bearish trending here as far as weekly is concerned. 27.29 is basically resistance. 23.13 is just basically support. Euro Switzy, really nothing going on here since it's being pegged. Let's move on. Euro Pound. This is an interesting one. A lot of people have been looking at this one. Sentiment on here on the daily time frame is basically neutral. As far as the weekly is concerned, it's still basically very strong bearish trending right now. It is going for a minor pullback, but that's a minor one. Resistance level is going to be 80.89 on this one, and support level is going to be basically 78.00. Euro Yen. Euro Yen, same thing. Seems like all the Euro currencies right now are kind of still strong bearish trending right now, but they're going for a minor pullback. Here in the daily, the sentiment is bullish, but really doesn't mean anything right now. So we've got to wait and see exactly what happens on this one. We won't do Euro Mexican. Mainly going to stick to the main currency pairs. New Zealand here. It's in the cloud, so you could see this is a major pullback that's going through right now, but the overall trend is still bearish here, as you can see for the weekly. Resistance level is going to be 59.67 on that one, and support is basically going to be 53.81 moving forward. Euro Singapore, really nothing going on here. It's in the cloud, so it's neutral. It's still very strong bearish trending here. 59.93 is just basically resistance level, and 54.63 is basically its support level moving forward. Euro USD, It looks like it's bullish trending here, but it's not really bullish trending at all, believe it or not. It hasn't started a trend. Sentiment is bullish. It's got a major resistance level it's getting close to, which is 27.12. That's going to be a key level for it to see what's going to happen there. Support level is going to be 23.84 moving forward. Pound Australian. Really nothing going on here. You could see it's in the cloud, which is basically a major pullback right now. But really it's at a major resistance level right now, which is at 5,500. It's going to be interesting to see exactly what happens there. 51.21 is basically going to be a support level moving forward. Pound CAD, really nothing going on as far as daily is concerned. Is basically consolidating, and if you look here, this is consolidating too, and you could sit there and just show the ranges right here. So the two ranges here for on a weekly time frame, that's things going through. It is still bearish trending, believe it or not. If it could break this support of 54.67, this thing could sit there and tank to a whole new level. But that's going to be interesting to see if it can sit there and break to that level. 58.33 is its next resistance level. Pound Switzy, really nothing going on right now as far as daily is concerned. It's in the cloud, so it's consolidating. The weekly still bullish trending. It is going for a minor pullback, but that's still bullish trending overall. Pound Hong Kong. We'll look at this one. This is trying to start a bullish trend right now. It doesn't look like it's started yet, but it's trying to. If it does start a trend, the next resistance level it's going to run into is basically going to be 12.4500. Support basically on this guy is going to be about 12.2471. Pound yen. Really nothing going on as far as pound yen is concerned. Sentiment is bullish here on the daily time frame, but momentum is very weak. And if you look here on the weekly, nothing really going on there. The sentiment will come out to be bearish very soon, but overall that really doesn't mean anything. 126.12 is the resistance level, and 123.28 is the support level moving forward. Pound New Zealand. Really nothing going on as far as both the daily and weekly. Basically in the cloud, resistance is going to be basically 2.0006 and support is going to be 94.49 moving forward. Pound USD. Really nothing going on here. It's trying to start a bullish trend right now, but it's kind of at a major resistance level. Major resistance level is coming up to 6,000. Support basically for this guy is going to be around 5,700. But it's trying to start a trend, but not succeeding at all right now. New Zealand CAD. Really, if you come here, the sentiment's basically bearish. Really means nothing, because if you look at the weekly, it's basically in the cloud, so there's nothing really going on as far as that's concerned. New Zealand Switzy, really nothing going on here. It's in the cloud here. Support basically is going to be 75.49 for this one, and 78.10 moving forward for resistance. New Zealand Hong Kong, really nothing going on, so it's not even going to worth talking about that one. New Zealand Yen, if you look here, basically this is starting to pop out of the cloud bearish here, and this is starting to go into the cloud right now. Nothing really going on as far as this is concerned right now, but it's starting to look like an opportunity, but still far away from it being there, because this is going into the cloud. If this was up here, then it would have been an opportunity, but since this is in the cloud, there's no real opportunity right now. So until it gets through the cloud, they're really not going to get anything here, and this is setting up over here too, for the weekly time frame. Okay, and moving closer. So New Zealand yen, which was on the heat map, really not an opportunity there because it's going into the cloud. We really don't want to take those trades. Those are for more of the aggressive traders. Really want something that's kind of below the cloud or above the cloud as being an opportunity. So this is another one here. It's going into the cloud, so you really don't want to look at this. And really the weekly is showing you nothing at all either. So 78.86 is the support level, and about 8,100 is going to be its resistance level moving forward. Remember, it's virtually impossible to go for every strategy on this call. If you look here, this is bullish, bearish trending as far as the daily time frame is concerned. It's getting very close to its resistance level now. In fact, that's a minor resistance level right now at 98.50. So it could sit there and bounce off here and sit there and start pull back. If it pulls back, the ideal pullback level is going to be right around par at 1.000. US Switzy, bearish trending as far as the bearish sentiment as far as the daily is concerned. It really hasn't started a trend. It's at a major support level right now, which is basically at 9,500. So it's going to be interesting to see what happens on that one. 9,700 is basically its resistance level. US yen. This was another opportunity here. You can see the sentiment's now bearish as far as the weekly is concerned, and the daily is slowly starting to set up here. If this thing could sit there and break its support level here at 77.92, this thing does have the ability, believe it or not, to get down to 76.32. I know a lot of people don't think so, but that this does have the ability. It's just got to break that level, and it's getting very, very close to doing that. 78.78 is going to be its resistance level, and then 80.91 is going to be the next resistance level, but definitely watch out for that one. US Mexico, really nothing going on there. And then US Singapore, really nothing going on here as far as the daily is concerned. It was bearish trending, but then went through a pullback. Now it's trying to do a continuation. You could see that from here, from the weekly time frame. It's got a minor resistance support levels here and here, but if it could sit there and break the support level here, 23.36, this, believe it or not, does have the ability to go down to 1.2000. So keep an eye on this one, where the Singapore dollar can get strong compared to the US dollar. And that's it for this week. I hope you enjoyed it. If you have any questions, please don't hesitate to ask us. Here are our contact details here at info@eiicapital.com.